subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
Man, it's I remember when I first great tapes. Man,
Cause you come out of jail to that. That wasn't going on before you went in, right?
man, these niggas, the screw was happening. These niggas was just starting. Like, I hated this shit. Like, this is a nigga named DJ Peace, God rest his soul. DJ Peace, like, man, you gotta listen to my man Screw. He be, man, I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit? Because these niggas was snowing it. Like, but I was a kicker. I used to do that on the records. You know, you got, when you get a 45, you got you chipmunking that thing, and then you slowing it down. You trying to listen for the devil. Like, man, I don't hear no devil in this. So it's like, man, when I look on the wall and I go places, I'm like, man, I got stories about this boy. I got stories about this. I got stories with Bun. I got stories with a lot of these cats. And I be sitting there like, man, look at the life that everybody got into after they was our initial run-ins with each other. Man, we was young, and to come out and UGK was doing their thing. When I heard them when I was like, I'm like, man, you know I know these niggas, right? They was like, nigga, you don't know these niggas. They're like, I'm trying to tell you, man, Lonnie and the Def 4, and I remember when Willie was rapping at the Rhinestone Wrangler. This is back in the day when people had Toyota trucks and they used to turn the bed to the side and put messages on the back. I've been around a long time in this game. I remember one day me and Bushwick was somewhere.
Oh man, okay. Go ahead, Bushwick story. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And this is crazy. Let me tell you why it's crazy. So I ran into him. His brother's tall. It's crazy. His brother's tall. They from Bushwick, New York. His brother's tall. I run in with, he was working, he's doing some weird shit with this record label. I run through it, and he's like, Ali, what's going on with you, man? Like, man, chilling with. He said, remember when you used to be scared of me? I was like, yes, I do. And I wasn't scared of him, but physically I was scared because he was a midget.
A little phobia.
I remember he had a top hat on one day. He was walking through South Park, and I was like, man, who's this little nigga? He was like, oh my God, I was so terrified. He was like, man, I just don't want the little person on me, man. And what's crazy is he remembered, he's like, used to be scared of me, man. Like, and then I remember I ran up on here in Sharpstown Mall, and I tried to pick him up. No, nigga, you cannot pick this nigga. This nigga's a compressed man. Like, yo, man, Bushwick was so heavy. Like, I was like, it was like nowhere. Like, he's like, and Bush turned around, Ali, I knew it was you. You tried to pick me up. So,
oh man,
being around in the city for so long and having connections with so many people, like Chief,
rap a lot.
Yeah. Like people be like, man, Chief is menacing, and I was like, Chief, like my friend Chief, and Chief like, and then it happens. Spanky Hayes comes to town. We at Kid Styles shop. Kid's one of my best friends. He doing this thing. You know, we brought when Kid first came here. Kid came with because he MC Light's cousin. You know, he doing his thing. He was doing airbrushing for Ghetto Boys, Bushwick, you know, all them in his shirts. So he gets left here basically in Houston. And he moves in these apartments next up, and he's been with us since then. Like it's like he's just been with us. Like, so, man, it's so many times where me and Chief was somewhere, and Chief looked at me and said, "You seen my son?" I ain't gonna tell you what his son did. I said, "You seen my son?" I said, Nah, what your son do? He said, man, on the news. I said, Chief, how you know that son? I know my goddamn son when I see my son. I'm like, but we in the strip club. And Chief just, you seen my son? Because the relationships are so personal and we've been around each other so long that it's no industry talk with us. It's like, man, you good? Let me tell you something. My wife gonna make me kill her, nigga. it's the personal shit. So when that's why I want the love from this city so much, because it's personal to me. Like, who else gonna talk about Papados and you? It's no comic in this world that's gonna ever give you the feeling of when they talking about something, like you can see your city you can hear the same shit that you know that's true. Like, nigga, I think I tripped out when Bennigan's closed. Nigga, it's like, nigga, remember Bennigan's? Like, or when you say things about where I never forget when Bennigan's closed off 59. Yeah. Oh man, I got out. I see the whole thing boarded up. And I got out like they was playing. Nigga, I got out and walked up to the whole door like, nigga, no, not Bennigan's. Like, this Bennigan's? Like, why would they close this Bennigan's? It's like when I drove down did you know that the Papados on Kirby in Richmond?
Stop it. It's not closed. No, it's not.
Yeah, right across from that car dealership.
No shit.
You see how your face, I drove past that.
Is the Papacito still over there?
Papacito's still there, but the Papados closed. I drove in that parking lot and got out with my arms folded. Like,
I can't believe y'all done did this.
How is Papados on Kirby and Richmond closed? Like, what happened? Like, I'm like, is this the pandemic? Is this the COVID? Like, but just imagine it.
I ain't know the Papados, bro. You just tripped me out just now.
If somebody said niggados, if I'm on TV and I say, man, I'm at niggados, and you like, man, this nigga is so Houston. It's like,
not only that, you know exactly where I'm right on.
And
16.
You know exactly where I'm at. And it gave me the same feeling of it. I want the same feeling that I got in Atlanta when this happened to me in Atlanta. I walked into Papados across from my hotel in Atlanta, and I said, it's happy hour. I said, yo, I'm gonna get let me get some crab fingers, get some fried calamari, let me get some shrimp, and let me get a Papa Delicious. And that man said, let me see ID. Gave him my ID, and he looked at me and did his hands like this. He said, our drinks. And he said, our drinks, and then he just opened his eyes big. He said, our drinks are not a part of the happy hour. And I said, what? He said, I'm telling you because you're from Houston. And nigga, I don't want these problems about, I said, do you know, if these say, I do know, if these, boy, let me tell you something. Let this come to Houston and have a happy hour and let the motherfucking drinks don't be on happy hour. This bitch will be closed in a week. He said, I'm telling you because you're from Houston, and it was a group of women that came in here years ago. And I didn't say it because I didn't know it to say. He said, I brought them that bill, and that lady said, so you charge us regular price for happy hour drinks? He said, in Atlanta, we don't, they can't put liquor on happy hour. That's how black Atlanta, they have a happy hour. So when he said, man, this shit was gonna get so bad with these ladies. The manager had to come out, everybody, and the lady kept saying, I'm from fucking Houston. We started Papados. What the fuck are you talking about? I say, nigga, because I would have been the same way, nigga.
Straight up.
Man, do you understand?
I know better.
Man,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I know better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nigga, we all popping those. Nigga, you can't. Ain't no nigga. Boy. He said, man, I had to tell you, man. I said, give me one of them motherfuckers anyway, because I want to see what it tastes like full price, nigga. 'Cause I ain't never had one of these full price. I said, it better be more liquor in this motherfucker than it. This shit better be the most Papa Delicious. This better be extra delicious, nigga. You charge me full price for a motherfucking Papa Delicious or a Swamp thing, nigga. You lost your goddamn mind. But that's Houston though, and I'm so H-Town, and for all you niggas who gonna try to get mad about me saying that I almost fucked C up, nigga, I was 17. Fuck out here, nigga.
And they wasn't legends yet and all. It was a different dynamic. Yeah,
we ain't know what that first album was gonna do, nigga. Yeah.
Donnie Houston.